A very good evening to you all. Thank you for joining us for the UBC News tonight, this 24th day of November 2024. My name is Wadulo Arnold Wadulo, and we're going to be with you for the next 1 hour, so do sit tight as we inform you. To start off, the Catholic Church in Fort Portal Diocese has today opened a new parish in Kabarole district in southwestern Uganda. The new parish of St. Mary's Kigarama raises the number to 36 parishes in Fort Portal Diocese under the stewardship of the Right Reverend Muhirwa, the Bishop of Fort Portal Diocese. Let's have a look.
Fort Portal Catholic Diocese in southwestern Uganda is being shepherded by Bishop Robert Muhirwa in Kabarole district. Today, the diocese expanded by adding a new parish of St. Mary's Kigarama, making it the 36th parish of the diocese.
Ekiragiro rundi kandiko kino turukiwa kantyatebwa omukono gwange kirukino 24 November 2024 asande ya Kristo omukama.
In the Holy Mass led by Bishop Muhirwa, he advised believers to avoid acts of promiscuity that can lead them into contracting HIV and AIDS.
Tufuhye engeso embi ez'orwanju batugambira mu kichwa kino ekyatoro obwera bwa silimu nibweyongera abwaki abokuba bayingintwe naga mu ngeso embi ez'orwanju nabweki twine okwetera kwerora.
The Prime Minister of Uganda, Robina Nabanja, was a chief guest at the grand opening of the new parish.
This occasion is a testimony to the tireless dedication and commitment of Fort Portal Diocese to the spiritual and social development of our people. Kigarama Parish will undoubtedly serve as a beacon of hope and guidance to many families for generations to come.
Nabanja, who is also Kakumiro Woman Member of Parliament, urged the faithful to support government programs geared towards fighting poverty.
For example, the parish development model. Take advantage of this program to fight poverty, especially for those who are not yet in the money economy. Engage in high value crops, especially, I mean the local communities, those with limited land. You need to go for high value crops, coffee and vegetables, poultry and piggery, and many others.
She commended the Catholic Church for their tireless effort of complementing the work of government. She called on Christians to continue supporting President Yoweri Museveni so that he can continue steering the leadership of Uganda.
Abarungi kambagambira abantu bahano mugumira hali President Museveni. Mugumira President Museveni akawulire tero mu ngaro. Habwokuba ekintu kyetulondikyo ataba omuntu akwija Fort Portal hano kubabuzabuza titusobora kukwata ihanga erikulakulaine kwikalevo gye twikiro tukatandika kugezesa kano kalya kano tikalya mutulete n'abazimu mama nyabo. So abantu ba 40 tukubasaba line moja.
The colorful ceremony was also graced by the Minister of Tourism, retired Colonel Tombotime, State Minister for Local Government Victoria Rusoke Businge, and that of State for Health Mary Muhanga.
Government and the United Nations High Commission for Refugees and Transcultural Psychosocial Organization are providing support to refugees in Rwamwanja settlement, but the overwhelming number of refugees exceeds the available resources. Currently, government partners are addressing the pressing needs to improve the refugees' well-being in the settlement. More details in the report.
Uganda hosts over 1.7 million refugees, the largest refugee population in Africa, seeking safety from conflict. The Rwamwanja refugee settlement hosts 99,000 518 refugees, mostly from the Democratic Republic of Congo, as well as some from South Sudan, Burundi, and Rwanda.
When there was an influx of refugees in Congo, and government decided to reopen Rwamwanja in 2012 April. So from that time, we have been receiving refugees in Rwamwanja, and as I speak right now, we are still receiving.
When refugees come from their respective home countries, they come with different challenges. Challenges to resettle in a new location, challenges to address their basic needs, challenges to reduce thinking about their previous traumas, and challenges.
Various partners, including TPO Uganda, funded by United Nations High Commission for Refugees, provide support to enhance refugees' livelihoods.
We offer psychological first aid, but we also go on to do community-based activities where we're able to do screening, where we're able to assess the conditions, the mental health conditions of stateless persons. And here, from the screening, we're able to identify which suitable intervention to give to these respective individuals.
Very good referral system that we work with TPO alongside. And we are able to identify some of the cases in the community, and then some of them that are unable to be seen in the community, they are actually referred here.
TPO Uganda's comprehensive program focuses on mental health and psychosocial support of refugees. However, the number of refugees presents a significant challenge, with available resources overwhelmed by the refugees population.
We are receiving settlement, whereby on a daily basis we receive refugees, and these they come up with of course the experience. War comes with all its challenges, and we receive the new arrivals who of course go through all traumatic events.
Most schools in the settlement are overcrowded, as learners sit on the floor during classes in an unfavorable learning environment.
These services TPO gives is not only for refugees, also nationals are part of the beneficiaries, and many times we also try to link this to livelihood opportunities, because what stresses us sometimes the underlying causes may be also a sense of a sense of survival.
Addressing these challenges will ensure refugees' basic needs are met. Haruna Mtesasira, UBC News.
Renowned biochemist and the Commissioner for Small-Scale Industries in the Ministry of Science and Technology, Professor Julius Nyanzi, has started adaptable innovations that nurture Ugandans into the money economy. Professor Nyanzi told UBC that the initiatives are for Ugandans and require available resources as the first inputs. He was speaking at the 9th Great One-Week Sundowner in Kampala.
Hotel Equatoria in Kampala City was a place to be, as over 500 flocked Hotel Equatoria for training that nurtures Ugandans to start cottage industries. The training, conducted by Prof. Bio Research, was in technology and science, modern farming, agribusiness and cottage industries. Renowned innovator and commissioner in the Ministry of Science and Technology, Professor Julius Nyanzi, initiated the training to displace poverty. He said it's government policy. He told UBC that he organizes trainings to focus individuals to earn money, where youth can also learn to create jobs without duplicating available jobs.
Incubation, electricity incubation, egg incubation using solar, making natural herbicides, glass cleaners, farming super crops like cloves, black seed, just to mention them. So we are here till the 30th in the Great Sundowner.
He introduced making electricity out of garbage, creating a solution to garbage generated from Kampala City and the environs.
There is an opportunity to discover new knowledge. In science we call it novel, especially making bioelectricity from garbage, waste and rubbish. It's one of its kind. There is also an opportunity to incubate eggs so that we can earn from these indigenous birds.
Other topics include adding value to herbs, milk, tissue culture on button mushrooms, and the automatic solar incubator for chicken. A motivational speaker, Simon Senkai, launched a book, Money Grows on Trees.
Yeah, we have also launched the book, the third edition of the Money Grows on Trees. Locally, we call it Centenary Committee, to empower and also inspire Ugandans that they can use local knowledge and solve big problems. It's the way to go. So we have launched the book. They can find it in a restock booklet.
One trainee also won an incubator as one of the corporate social responsibility of Prof Bio Research to introduce youth into agribusiness.
I've decided to give out 7 incubators, automatic solar-powered incubators, to a lucky winner. So what you have to do to win this automatic incubator is to be part of this workshop from today. If you missed today, you can join us tomorrow, 25th. We are here up to the 30th.
Furthermore, the Special Presidential Assistant for Special Duties in the Office of the President, Fiona Barungi, has issued a stern warning to land grabbers in Uganda, urging them to cease their illegal activities or face the full consequences of the law, no matter where they might be hiding. Barungi delivered this message during a special duty mission in Budimbo Village, Chiwoga District, where she oversaw the resettlement of 80-year-old Kate Nampa on her land.
Upon discovering the fraudulent land transfer, Nampa and her co-owners took legal action against Francis Byabagambye and the Commissioner for Land Registration in Mubende High Court under miscellaneous application number 093 of 2016. In her ruling, Lady Justice Elizabeth Ibanda Nahamia sided with Nampa, but she was denied possession of her land for nearly a decade as Byabagambye used legal tactics to delay her access. Despite Nampa's victory, she faced prolonged legal battles to reclaim her land. However, a final ruling on 26 April 2024 limited Francis Byabagambye to only 187 acres of the disputed land that he had purchased from Kakwerere. Nampa was finally able to repossess her land, much to her relief. Harriet Mbabazi expressed her gratitude to the government officials who assisted her family in securing justice.
Naye nebaza nnyo abambeereddewo abakozi ba gavumenti nebaza.
Naye nze kyanzijira enviiri ku mutwe okulaba nga pulezidenti kennyini ayimirira mu nsonga zaffe ettaka okutandika n'olwaleero ne tutuuka ku ground ne tusobola okuba nga tulaba ekifaananyi ky'ettaka nti tulifunye.
Kakwerere expressed deep remorse for his role in collaborating with Francis Byabagambye to defraud his own mother.
Ettaka eryo nze nali kumpanya ne mwami Francis Byabagambye era kinkoze bubi okubanga taliiwo. Kubanga ebintu byenakola ne Byabagambye bintu bingi kubanga mbikoze naye nga tuli babiri. Abantu abatudde wano bonna tewali amanyi byange na Byabagambye.
Hamad Serwadda, a representative of Francis Byabagambye, confirmed that Byabagambye has appealed the ruling.
Byabagambye omusango gwamusinga n'akola apiiro. Era ezo empapula ze mbawadde zirimu apiiro. Nesitegedde lwaki temuzitunduddemu kuba mbawadde bbaasa ne muzizaayo.
State House lawyer Chibumba Andrew condemned the appeal, stating that it was merely a tactic to frustrate Kate Nampa's rightful claims.
Kati kyemulabye omwami ono ayogera nti kuliko empapula za appeal badduka baddeyo okujulira naye nga bajulira omusango olwedde ogwaggwa n'ebyalimu ebisinga obukulu nga byakola ki byakolebwa nti special title yakolebwa n'ekyapa kyo mu mannya amaki amatuufu kati ne bw'ojulira kiba tekyakola makulu.
Fiona Barungi, the Special Presidential Assistant for Special Duties, called on the judiciary to recognize that many cases filed by land grabbers are designed to obstruct justice and delay rightful land restitution, reiterating that no one in Uganda is above the law.
Judgment mufevalinga okufuna ettaka lye era nebaza nnyo omulamuzi w'ekibuga nti yasala omusango era omukyala n'akomekereza nga omusango guli mufevaze ng'omubbi oli ow'ettaka kye yakola tekyali.
Currently, the central region is experiencing a surge in land disputes, with thousands of citizens reporting that their land has been unlawfully seized.
The Inspector General of Government, Betty Kamya, has urged young leaders to embrace integrity and ethical leadership as the foundation for Uganda's growth and transformation. Led by the First Lady and Minister of Education and Sports, Janet Museveni, the initiative hosted impact fireside conversations to inspire and empower the next generation of leaders.
At the second edition Choto Safe campaign at Makerere University, Betty Kamya has addressed the impact of leadership with integrity.
That we look at lack of integrity as the reason this country is not moving forward, as the reason that we have so many problems. I'm telling you, almost every untold suffering you can think of this country, I can trace it back to corruption. You can trace it. Whether it's unemployment, this is how it works. There is corruption, lack of integrity, both in the public sector and in the private sector.
The IGG encouraged youth to understand the consequences of a lack of integrity in nation building.
So at the end of the day, this lack of integrity affects us all. It's not just looking at a person and say, this is a good person, this is not a good person. No, this is a murderer. The other word for the person with lack of integrity. This is a murderer who stole money for medicine. That is why my loved one died. This is a murderer who hired a fake engineer who constructed a building with poor quality material that it fell down and people died. I mean, we bagamba batya okusiga akazigo. What do we say? We sugarcoat it with nice words. That man does not have integrity. Really, that man is a murderer. If you go by what comes out of the action of that person.
Betty Byanyima from the Emerging Leaders Steering Committee reaffirmed the institution's commitment to character building, emphasizing that leadership is about service and ethical decision making.
We weren't given the privilege of hearing from elders, from leaders who would inspire us, role models like her. And so please cherish these moments and be part of this campaign so that together we can create a Uganda that we are all proud of.
Inspector General of Government highlighted that the Emerging Leaders program can produce individuals committed to ethics, equity and excellence. Sudat Kaye, UBC News.
The Ugandan National Council for Science and Technology, the Directorate of Research Management and Quality Assurance, has engaged stakeholders in the eastern districts of Jinja, Mbale and Busia to popularize the research regulatory systems. The head of the Directorate of Research Management and Quality Assurance, Helen Opolot, says the aim is to help the population understand the research regulatory frameworks.
The Directorate of Research Management and Quality Assurance at Uganda National Council for Science and Technology has embarked on an awareness drive with key stakeholders in the eastern districts of Jinja, Mbale and Busia to popularize the research regulatory systems in the country. Uganda National Council for Science and Technology says the aim is to educate the public on emerging issues within the research regulatory landscape, promote responsible behavior, and encourage individuals to contribute to and benefit from science, technology, and innovation. RDCs are major stakeholders that Uganda National Council for Science and Technology engaged with.
The country is going digital. When we go digital, it brings our services nearer to us. For example, you can transact from your bank account directly to your phone without moving from here to the bank. That means it is going to help us since the country is going digital. It is going to reduce on the wastage of paper, that you don't need to write a lot of paper.
As the President's office is also involved in this process to ensure that the process is smooth and whatever research is done is beneficial to the community.
So
if we disseminate the information to our people, they will know the credible researchers through our office, and it will help improve on our innovations within the community.
In Mbale district, the council engaged with private higher institutions of learning.
I feel that this is a great opportunity for IUIU because now we are in the process of, we are ready to receive the accreditation of our REC, the committee that will be handling most of these issues on ethics and so on. And we hope that now with the framework that has been given, we are able to now go into also more implementation.
Their coming has been very timely because we have many PhD candidates, those are doing masters, and they have been inquiring what next. They want to have their proposals approved, but as a university, we are still at the infant stages of having a research ethics committee, and we have submitted it to Uganda National Council for Science and Technology.
Who have been enlightening us on how we can get our research work registered to ensure that it meets at least the minimum expectations of the audience that we are sharing the work to, and to ensure that our research is of quality and we have really not caused harm to the community in the process of research.
Because as a university, it will be required that you get your popularity through the rankings when you have registered research. Even the students will have to follow the ethical procedures and compliance to research as it is conducted in the country. We have also popularized the research regulatory system to the districts. We have visited the RDC's office, who we have informed about the importance of his office since he's the representative of the president.
Uganda National Council for Science and Technology regulates all research activities in the country to ensure that researchers comply with ethical standards. Adia Nakute, UBC.
The Archbishop Emeritus Right Reverend Augustine Kasuja has said that one of the Pope's guidance to the Christian musicians is to be champions of faith. He was the main celebrant during Lubaga Cathedral Cecilia choir members in Kampala as they celebrated 100 years.
November Mass at Lubaga Cathedral has been celebrated in a special way as Catholics celebrated 100 years of Cecilia choir. The experience of existence for these years is what has brought these men and women to thank Lord. The celebration Mass has been led by the Archbishop Emeritus, Right Reverend Augustine Kasuja. Quoting one of the Pope's guidance to the Christian musicians, Bishop Kasuja invites Cecilia choir members to be champions of faith.
Our music and song are truly an instrument of evangelization to the extent that you bear witness to the depths of the Word of God, which touches people's hearts, and to the extent that you assist in the celebration of sacraments, in particular the Holy Eucharist, allowing us to perceive the beauty of paradise.
Our own Nabaka Gracious has been part of this journey since 2007.
It nurtured me vocally and spiritually. This choir is a professional choir. You see how many years we're celebrating. Today we are celebrating 100 years in existence.
Moreover, music with gospel inclusive has been a vital tool in shaping communities and societies.
I'm so happy and delighted to be one of the members celebrating the 100 years, something that was started by other people, some of whom are, by the way, they must be dead by now, but I'm enjoying the fruits that they started. Dear choristers outside there, singing is a calling. that we were given free of charge by the Lord. He gave us that talent. Please use it.
Yeah, choirs need to facilitate themselves as well, because we cannot depend on only what the parishes provide, which means that choir leaders need to be vigilant and start money-generating projects. These money-generating projects help to acquire whatever is needed by the choir.
And for this case, 100 years of Cecilia Choir has been described as a journey which has brought life in the church, built nations, and mentored careers. Robert Onyango and Mike Bakabulindi for UBC News.
The NRM National Treasurer Ambassador Barbara Nekesa Oundo has urged youth to embrace government programs if they are to achieve wealth and prosperity. This was during the launch of Namayingo Youth Empowerment Sacco on the theme Securing the Future of Namayingo District.
Ambassador Nekesa was welcomed with a procession of youth who marched through Namayingo Town Council streets leading to the Sacco office on Nasino Road for the official opening. Namayingo District LC5 chairperson Sanya Ronald highlighted challenges faced by the district.
Mama Gombola Kabiri, Kauma Health Center 2, Health Center 3. Mama constituency Chibiri, out of 3, Chibuda Health Center 4. Pulile Health Center 4 Daleyongani. Mama, kusaba government ya NRM, yituba aseho, otufunira General Hospital. District University yakiriye, yilikusale Health Center 4 Daleyongani, Buyinja. Nomundu wehama bilimbo yeche Buyinja afune services. Mamemiru hakine himo masomero ka government ka primary.
Ambassador Barbara Nekesa cautioned the youth against risky behavior that exposed them to HIV/AIDS.
When the NRM came to power, what in the university got in Ghana? As it has no who lead hundreds of universities, both private and government. My university kano kalukutu sabandu buli mwaka abasomere. Nayenga kulina sigenderera shanjalina shanja nikwanja program yefe ya mass education. Mass education by rolling out mwena musome kunes ku UPE. Mwena musome ku secondary. Kwata vocationals. Kutera the 1.5 program shabana bahana okubasobola okuingira mu university. Bino byose kubikola olesigendererwa. Kwamanya kuti ikucha kuchokola kumpati ya socio-economic transformation ngabantu bachokolera enyigisa nisuwa akolera enyigisa nebulakulana nota amanyiro kuandika emitwalo 2.0 chinga.
She urged them to embrace government programs.
We have PDM, we have the Operation Wealth Creation still ongoing. Mbasa bendi kwenyigire mu programs echo. Dinensonga kulasina mbasa bendi kuchenyigire mu. Especially in Namayingo District Youth Empowerment Sacco, you are now an organized group which can walk into any office and lobby for support. Mwenyigiremu programs to government. Why? It is because it is only government that will give you sustainable support.
The chairperson of the NRM National Youth League, Haj Nasul Gaddafi, called upon youth to participate in government programs. Nabwaba Oliver, the Namayingo District Youth Chairperson, warned against political conflicts.
There is only one rule you must follow in order to be a winner. Number 1, defeat the undefeatable. You, step forward. I want you to box the air until it falls down. I'm not seeing it falling in. You see it falling in. Box, harder. Winning is hard, but with MTN Momo, it's easy. Simply pay or shop with Momo for a chance to win mobile money every day. Use the Momo app or dial *165*3#.
Amazina ganje ninyetekwa Seruhanga John Bosco ninduga mu district ya Rukungiri njye muhanguzi wa miliyoni 18 na Uganda National Rotary nzahangwire urwo mu kuzana star 278 hash ngafuna message eriko njye muhanguzi nashemererwa konka nabaza kugira ngo neri y'abafere sente ziriyo zone bakaziteka ko nazihangwire.
Uganda National Lottery. Dream, play, win.
Participants must be 18 years or older. Play responsibly. The Uganda National Lottery is operated by Ituba Uganda and regulated by the National Lotteries and Gaming Regulatory Board.
Uncle Mo, hasiri koja tukwasa. Vayo na wasaje batusonyiye. Chikakasi. Vayo.
Government has done it. Uganda Revenue Authority has taken you off the burden of paying interests and penalties. All you have to do is to pay your outstanding principal tax to benefit from the waiver of interests and penalties that runs till the end of December 2024. Call us on our toll-free line or email services@ura.go.ug.
Uganda Revenue Authority. Developing Uganda together.
In
the heart of Uganda, a financial revolution is happening. We were once left out, saving the old-fashioned way, with an unexpected saving spot, keeping it too close for comfort. But now, we found a better way to save and manage money. Download the Wendy app from Google Play or App Store or dial *229#. With Wendy, your money is safe and you can earn interest daily. Visit your Google Play or App Store or dial *229# to register. Wendy, Wanawoli.
Welcome back. You're still watching the UBC News Tonight, broadcasting live from Nile Avenue. The Ministry of Public Service Permanent Secretary Catherine Bitara-Kwate has urged local government internal auditors to uphold professionalism and integrity. Speaking as the chief guest at the annual Local Government Internal Auditors Association meeting in Hoima, Bitara-Kwate expressed concerns over persistent procurement and payment issues despite internal audits.
I'd like to inform our colleagues, the internal auditors, please take charge of your docket as internal audit. As I said in the speech on behalf of the Permanent Secretary, Madam Catherine Bitara-Kwate, we have noted that there is a gap.
I think the issue that it could undermine performance is basically skilling, equipping the internal audit with the relevant skills that we need to do the work. For example, in information technology, but also in terms of understanding the new environment in which we operate.
Most of the entities are suffering from the issue of understaffing. For example, in Kagadi, we are only 2 internal auditors. I have my head of internal audit plus me. We are the only auditors in the whole district. Yet the work to execute is much. We look at schools, we look at hospitals, we look at the entity as the local government as a whole.
The Jenga Taifa tree planting campaign launched in Kabamba, Mubende district aims to plant 1 million trees across Uganda to support Uganda's commitment to environmental restoration. UPDF Deputy Chief of Production, Colonel Sam Ntambirwe, says that the campaign supports the President's vision of 2040 to make Uganda greener. More details in the report.
Uganda's forest degradation has hit a mark with 9,800 hectares cleared annually, raising concerns to restore the country's green environment. Jenga Taifa tree planting campaign has been launched in Mubende district at the event to restore Uganda's green environment.
tuligezaako nnyo okulaba si bamulekwa bokka ne abaana baki b'abasirikale mwena gye muli.
Jenga Taifa, under the leadership of Naguja Mariam, brings together soldiers' families, veterans and various agencies with the common goal of environmental conservation.
Trees in Kabamba, CPW. Today it was our launch pad at CPW. And we are going to carry this activity countrywide to thank all the Ugandans who have participated to register or to fill these forms so that they can get trees. And I would like to thank NFA at large for partnering with us as Jenga Taifa in this activity of growing trees.
During the launch, National Forestry Authority officials and Colonel Ntabira headed the tree planting ceremony.
Taifa and UPDF family. We are what? Moja. Sindio tuko moja? Yes. The areas is this environmental security, which is very, very, very important. But people normally think about human security and maybe these issues of protecting maisha. But environmental security is very, very important. This one shows a spirit of patriotism, democracy, and socio-economic transformation. It is within yourselves.
The event also included a visit to CPW and Veterans Maize Farm covering 72 square miles of land. The National Forestry Authority manager for Mubenda and surrounding areas, Betty Fodrina Subuga, pledged to support environmental protection.
Environment is a core of our being. And whenever we get a partner who is interested in restoration, what we are doing today here, we're restoring a damaged ecosystem of maize. Therefore, we expect winds to be much. And therefore, these trees, apart from beauty, restoring the environment, but they also serve as windbreaks.
Conserving Uganda's environment as the pearl of Africa.
Whenever His Excellency, the President of Uganda, comes, he tells us that we should, first and foremost, protect environment. I tell every Ugandan that please, let us learn to plant trees.
I'm speaking from a school of thought that informs humanity, that informs environment management, that informs environment communication, among others.
And furthermore, the charismatic Episcopal Church leaders in Kisugu have advised believers to take up government programs such as the parish development model to come out of poverty. The leaders were at the charismatic Episcopal Church at the ceremony of the church leaders in Kisugu, a Kampala suburb. Let's take a look at the details. Yes, citizens on development programs. The charismatic Episcopal leaders of Kisugu have urged the faithful to take up government programs like PDM. This was during the ordination of church leaders.
We have appealed to people, especially our church members, to take advantage of the government programs so that they can develop economically. Government has brought PDM, government has money for growth for women, government has very many programs that we want our Christians to embrace. And as they do that, when they become economically well off, then the church will also be established in this area.
The main celebrant, Right Reverend Bishop Hannington Bahemuka from the Diocese of Mountains of the Moon in Bundibujo, urged the candidates to work hard and build the image of the church.
As you give direction, correction, and advice in this ministry, but remember, you can only do this in prayer and through prayer. You are the torch of God around in the community among the unsaved. Is to tell people how much God loves them.
The canon of the church, Jackson Agaba, urged the government to pay attention to all faiths and its leaders. Ugandan artist Mesach Kawesi has won the prestigious Art Master Africa competition after 6 editions, where the creatives were asked to visualize their interpretations of Ubuntu using the iconic Bic ballpoint pen. Bic East Africa country manager Victor Wandera says that Uganda's winner, Mesach Kawesi, has exhibited extraordinary talent in creative art pieces using his Bic pen. Let's have a look.
Ugandan ballpoint artist Kawesi Mesach has an incredible talent in creativity after he developed an art piece using a big pen depicting interdependence by nature.
This is the African lifestyle. This is Africa. As you see the birds, the mother and the little one, and this is the dad here trying to build a nest for the family. This is more in kids. If you are to experience more about their lifestyle, there always that chance whereby they create. So this is a cover of paint. So it was nailed for a special light. So they try to make something like a car.
Kawesi spent 70 hours to win the Ugandan Art Talent with an award of $500 and was yet to line up his art piece with 56 other Ugandan artists for the African Awards.
You know, when you look at artists and at an art piece, it transports you to that moment when they're coming to life with this idea. Whenever I look at artists, all I can say is you're blessed.
I'm so happy for this opportunity, and I believe and I hope that art is going to move me mountains and it's going to open doors for me.
Bic East Africa country manager Victor Wandera says the competitions promote the hidden talents to creatively develop art pieces using the ballpoint pen.
And recognize the creativity and the effort the young man put in, 70 hours of drawing the winning piece, and he used actually about 2 pens. So that also speaks to the longevity of the big pen, it's something that also relates to our quality, and it's a journey we want to work with all the artists. So what we've done is to create a platform through the Big Art Master, where we enable creativity from the different participants. And
winning the prize is it's not just about the money, but it's also about the exposure you get worldwide. I got so many opportunities after my award. I work with galleries in the US, I work with galleries in Dubai, I work with galleries in London. So it has been the one thing that opened my door.
You used to tell me that I don't make you happy. All that time you would be complaining. I'll call you every day, yeah yo, baby dondolo.
You can now get all the Chibuzi out with MTN voice bundles. Call all networks, Kubei Dondoro. Buy a 25-minute voice bundle for only 1,000, or buy any daily voice bundle of your choice. Dial *100*21# and select daily, or use the My MTN app. When we talk together, we are unstoppable.
The Homes and Construction Expo is back.
Are you looking for answers to your property and real estate development questions? Come and interact with experts in the industry including architects, engineers, developers, interior designers, financiers and more from 30th November to 1st December 2024. The expo will be at the Millennium Park opposite Philip Omondi Stadium under the theme Affordable Housing, Innovations and Technology. There will be captivating exhibitions and insightful discussions daily. Entrance is only 10,000 shillings per day. To book a stall, contact 0772 354 940. The Homes and Construction Expo is brought to you by New Vision.
Welcome back. You're still watching the UBC News Tonight. We now take you into the world of business. A senior agronomist from a fertilizer blending company, Grain Pulse Uganda Limited, Dr. Hilary Rugema Semana, has urged farmers to adapt to organic crop fertilizer to save the soils from exhaustion. Dr. Rugema told UBC that the products are part of the solutions to regenerate soil fertility under regenerative farming.
Global food systems are threatened by climate change, soil degradation, biodiversity loss, population growth and urbanization. These are threats to food supply chains, access to good nutrition, poverty and biodiversity loss and soil degradation. Grain Pulse Uganda has launched a new bio-organic fertilizer brand for farmers. The head of agronomy and advisory unit at Grain Pulse Uganda, Dr. Hilary Rugema Semana, tipped farmers to explore soil and water conservation mechanisms of farming.
Today we are launching the Marilla Grain Pulse K+S protein product, organic and organomineral at the same time, which is very important in the current state of the world. Globally, we are looking at regenerative agriculture, and the only way to boost agriculture and the soil structure as well as plant nutrient is using inorganic combination, what we call an organomineral as well as the organic product.
This organic mineral product is an innovation by Marula Protein Limited and the Grain Pulse companies. While launching the fertilizer, Mubende District Agricultural Officer Sebugwao George says the organic fertilizer is a key ingredient in farm production.
So previously we were talking about production, but now we have moved from production to productivity, because productivity analyzes how much do you get from a unit area. So the higher the produce, the lower the cost of production. And when the cost of production is low, it means at any price you sell, you maximize profit. And that one puts the farmer on the rewarding side in the market, which is a very key component to an agriculture extension worker like me.
Uganda is among the least in fertilizer application, which results in too low yields. But Promotional organic fertilizer products will help farmers improve yields.
So we have launched two products on the market, which is one Pronova Power Grow and also Pronova Organic Boost. There are two products. The Organics Boost is strictly organic. For those farmers who say, for us, we are organic certified, we don't want to use anything synthetic, we have designed for them that product.
And what we are looking at is improving the fertilizer regime for crops. We are not looking at only giving nutrients, but improving the soil as well. Pronova is a new product which looks at one, building the soil physical properties on top of providing the nutrients.
Scaling up farmers' efforts, smart partnerships, unlocking capital investment, technology solutions will improve farmers' expectations in agriculture. Abiona Francisco, UBC.
A section of parents and teachers in private schools are appealing to government to adopt advanced digital technical aspects in the general education curriculum to foster a spirit of problem solving. Now, this was discussed at the finals of Uganda World Robotics Olympiad at the Innovation Village in Ntinda, a Kampala suburb, where 16 teams competed, creating robotic solutions organized by Mindset Coders. I had a chance to interact with the stakeholders. Dawson and his teammate Pujari are showcasing a sweeping robot built for the competition prize in this year's annual World Robotics Olympiad. 15 other teams of children ages 8 to 18 are also contesting for the top prize of getting their ideas to potential funders to make their projects a reality.
My name is Om Rajendra Pujari. I did the software part for the computer.
My name is Dawson Menya Kirunda. I did the hardware part for the robot.
Various schools in Uganda started robotic skilling as part of their co-curricular activities, although implementing the initiatives comes with hurdles.
Though a little bit expensive, not everybody who can afford exactly that, because there's a lot to put in. Like when you see them make the robots, those materials you really need to put in. For the trainers, you also have to put in for the push.
They're a little bit behind on this field of AI and robotics. So it will take much time and effort to really bring this mindset and understanding of the value of AI and robotics.
The competition will yield 3 winning categories: the senior category, junior category, and the People's Choice category. Top finalists from each participating country will be flown to Turkey for the global championship, but the Ugandan teams will miss out.
So ideally, the team is supposed to go for the global finals, which is in Turkey this year. But because of the constraint when it comes to visa, when it comes to ticketing, and of course the accommodation and everything, those we are not in a position to provide that. So we are just looking at making use of what we have right now and encourage the young people to continue with what they have created.
Mindset Coders is an organization empowering young people with 21st century digital skills and is the official national organizer of the World Robotic Olympiad. Wadulo Mark Arnold, UBC News.
The Ministry of Health informs the general public that there are some cases of Mpox detected in Uganda. The ministry, working with partners and affected district local governments, are doing their best to contain the situation. The signs and symptoms of Mpox are body rash, fever, general body weakness, headache, sore throat, nasal congestion or cough, and swollen lymph nodes. You can prevent yourself from getting infected with Mpox by avoiding close contact with people who have been confirmed to have Mpox or who have signs and symptoms of Mpox. Avoiding touching or sharing personal items like beddings, eating utensils, phones, or other belongings of a person who has the signs and symptoms of Mpox. Avoiding contact, including eating, with all wild animals, alive or dead, especially those known to carry the virus, such as rodents and monkeys, and those that appear sick or have been found dead. Getting vaccinated if you're among those who have been identified to be at high risk of Mpox infection. Mpox is treatable and usually goes away after 2 to 4 weeks. However, it can be severe, causing even death, especially among children, pregnant women, and those with other health conditions. For more information and support, contact your nearest health worker. Call the Ministry of Health's toll-free line on 0800 100 066 or send a free SMS to YouReport on 8500.
And in sports, more than 150 golfers were part of the Lugazi Centenary Golf Tournament at the Lugazi Golf Course. Lots of surprises as newly crowned champion Akena Joseph defeated the experienced.
Akena Joseph Regan emerged as the overall winner of the Lugazi Centenary Open Golf Tournament amidst stiff competition. The 20-year-old posted 213 gross to win bragging rights and 2 million shillings. Akena, who started as a caddy at the Chitante Golf Course, was super excited after the win.
I got from other players outside Uganda and my own captain, Mr. Paul, he told me that this thing must stay home. So I tried my level best. I came up with good scores day 1 and day 2. So today wasn't that bad and wasn't that good. So that's how it ended, and I feel so great. Yep.
Everybody, DJ, pass it up. Let's celebrate a moment for a moment right now. For the champions, all right. I'd like to invite the parents.
In the professional category, Philip Kasozi emerged victorious after a sudden death playoff against Marvin Chibirige and David Kamulindwa. Mandela Group of Companies, the title sponsors of this year's edition, promised more support not only to this particular edition, but rather to the game of golf. The Lugazi Sugar Centenary Golf Tournament attracted a diverse field of golfers, including professionals and amateurs. Here.
And that brings us to the end of our 8 o'clock edition of the UBC News Tonight. Thank you very much for being a lovely audience. Do join us at 10 o'clock for another bulletin. My name, Wadulo Mark Arnold, and catch you at 10.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Tuliko ground, Blascon, paint and win. This year, Blascon paint and win. The kuku roundy. Chicho, buy paint worth 100K. Get a scratch card. SMS the code 27197. Stand a chance to win instant airtime, 1 million shillings bully day there, or a share of a 3 million shillings jackpot each week. What